Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at a figure that I can't believe that I've not done a showcase on up until now. This is of course the Decepticon Starscream. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes so you can decide which way you want to display him. I'm going to show you all the accessories that came with him, and I'm going to point out a few things that you need to be aware of or to look out for, especially if you have to purchase one for yourself. I'm also lucky enough to have one of the original boxes, so we can have a look at the artwork on the front and the back of that. I did mention that I can't believe I've not done a showcase on this guy yet, so before we start I want to make a quick thank you out to one of my new subscribers, and I hope that I pronounced this correctly, so please forgive me if I don't. And his name is whanatu puke. And while we're talking about subscribers, for any of you new guys who've came over today, I wanted to say a big thank you again to Kato's Collection, because I was on his show earlier. I had a fantastic time, and as I say, maybe a few of you guys haven't seen any of my videos yet up until now. Also on the subject of thanking people, I want to thank M from Transformers and Video Games, and of course Graham from the Collector 75 as well. So thanks guys for coming over, thanks for having a look. Yeah, basically what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the figure and point out things that I say you need to be aware of. So here he is, Generation 1, Transformers, 1984. So one of the very first figures that was released as part of Wave 1. And yeah, such a popular figure, such a popular character. We're going to start off with looking at his robot mode then. I apologise if there's a glare or a reflection, but it's quite late over here now, and yeah, it's dark, so I've got the lights on. I've got his landing gear in his chest. I'm just going to take this out because that's where I keep the one in robot form. If I wanted to say something negative about these figures, I'll start with that, and that is just unfortunately that you cannot store all of the pieces on him in either mode, so it's quite hard to pick up a complete one. Also, you can see, and up until now this hasn't happened, there we go, there is a clip there which should hook onto the bottom of his waistband, and that shouldn't keep popping up. Typical. There we go, it's holding, but for 2 seconds I'm going to pick it up, and as you can see that already in robot mode that stickers are going to play a big part here. Sometimes people put them on wrong, sometimes they're missing. Thankfully there's things like repro labels now. If there's that many stickers missing or they're that much of a mess, it might be worthwhile just taking them off and then buying some repro labels to put back on. While he's in robot mode, we'll talk about some of his accessories. So he's still got his 2 little rudders at the bottom of his feet there. He's still got the 2 tail fins, and of course while he's in robot mode he's got his longer accessories there for the blasters. So all of these come off: the fists, the launchers, the missiles, the rudders and the tail fins. But the figure itself, it still looks impressive. I mean, come on, it's, as I say, it's so old. It suits its purpose. These parts here are die cast as well. They're nice. They're metal. Be aware that they can corrode and of course get scratches in them. And as I've said already a few times, they're just fantastic. He displays really well. But I've mentioned already, and I will keep mentioning it, accessories are a big thing with this guy. The landing gear, obviously you don't really need if he's in robot mode, and you can get away with, let's be honest, probably all the way up to just not having his hands. He would still look like what you'd know him to be. But with these figures, with the fact that nowadays they sort of class him as parts formers, because you just take a load of the parts off and repiece them all. But this is the jet mode, the F-15 I believe, and as you can see the stickers on the wings and the stickers on the front there, they're going to play a big part as well. This is obviously the rub sign variant, so this came out just a little bit after. One thing to be aware of, if you do see the jet, or if you are looking to buy one and you only see it in jet mode, now I've intentionally not pushed these all the way in, the tail fins, because these have had a tendency to be quite brittle, and when you take them out they do sometimes snap. Obviously you can't tell or you might be one of them unfortunate people who buys it and then you just go to take it out yourself and it will snap. I'm just going to quickly show you this while I'm here. It is quite tight. I didn't push this all the way in because this was the one that was in the box. It has been used before, but these there, they do tend to snap off and they get stuck in there, so that's something to be aware of if you can't see it. The same can be said for the actual rudder as well. Again, I've not pushed it all the way in. You can see why they do pop out, and of course if they've had too much play wear, it can be the exact opposite where they just won't hold in at all. So there's quite a few things there to be aware of. I hope I haven't waffled on for too long. I'm just going to again show you the fantastic alternate mode there without the glare. I did obviously mention that you can't store all his parts there, so when he's in jet mode, unfortunately, you've still got his 2 fists and his 2 larger blasters. You can get the rest on, and then of course when he's in the robot mode, you can store the landing gear in the cockpit, but you still can't store the little missiles anywhere either. So there he is in both modes. Again, fantastic figure. I'm just going to slide these out of the way for a second. And this is one of the original boxes. Unfortunately, no insert, but that's a challenge or something for me to look out for in the future. There's the artwork. There's Starscream. Brilliant piece of artwork. We're going to spin it round. And for those of you who are familiar with the first wave of Transformers released, this is the battle scene. So you've obviously got Optimus Prime and Talk of the Devil. There's Starscream there. And it looks like we've got Prowl and obviously Soundwave. So on all of the 84 released figures, this was the battle scene that you would see. Great piece of artwork. I'm going to spin it round and put it back there. So I'm pretty sure that, as I say, I've covered all the bases there with him. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. There you go. It's typical, isn't it? That's the other thing, as I've said, to be aware of, that clip there. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope it brought back some nice memories for you guys. And of course, I hope it was helpful as well, because there are so many pieces that come with them. And they, you know, it's plastic. It does get brittle with age. So please be aware of them tail fins and the rudders. That's one of the most common things that I've seen cause problems with the buyers recently. So hope this video helped. Thank you very much for jumping on board, everybody. Thanks again to Kato, to M, to Collector75, Ultra Marcus, loads of people who are just making this even more fun for me to do all the time. And of course to Whanatu T Puke. I hope you liked your showcase, and the same for everybody else, all you new subscribers. If you've got a figure that you want me to show, even if I've already done it, I don't mind doing an updated version, because yeah, a lot of my videos I did just as I was getting used to it. So I'm getting more and more confident behind this and putting more detail in. So yeah, let me know what you want me to showcase, and of course please take care.